Joined by none other than Brian. Brian, good to have you on the show. Now, you are being a very busy boy in lockdown. You've done 20 micro concerts. Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, I self-isolated very early because I kind of figured it out, and I thought, why are they waiting? And I thought the only way I'm going to protect myself and my family is to cut down the social contacts. And then I thought immediately, what do? I don't have a stage anymore. We've just cancelled the. Well, we're about to cancel a tour of Europe and England, which we sold 400,000 tickets for. So very painfully, I thought, what do we do? Is there a platform? And the only thing I could think of was just do it right here. And it was very early days. Everybody does it now. But I just thought, I'll sit here and I'll play my guitar and see what happens. So that was it, really. And it branched off into various activities. It branched off into like giving guitar tutorials, which is fun. People would give me feedback, how do you play this? And then I thought sometimes I'm just playing and people might enjoy it. And then I thought, well, maybe people can join in if I give them the opportunity. So this kind of Jam with Bri, # Jam with Bri thing came about, which is what led to You Are the Champions in the end.
And your duets I watched a few of them yesterday. So you've been duetting with the likes of Gary Barlow, Kerry Ellis, Adam Lambert, of course. And then the two that really caught my eye, first and foremost, you duetted with yourself. And that is just a great little duet. How did you decide to do that?
Well, it's funny, that goes way back to my childhood because we didn't have any technology in those days whatsoever, except we had a little tape recorder. So I used to put down a rhythm track and then play along with it. And my friend with his tape recorder used to record it. So it's very low tech, but it kind of did work as multi-tracking. And I thought, well, I've got no gear here. I'm in the living room. I can do that. So with with an iPhone and a laptop, I can do the same thing. So it's very old school, but it's fun and it's very kind of straightforward because you can't do any number of takes. You just have to do it, and it's kind of live. So I found it quite exhilarating, really.
Now, so you're doing your micro concert on your own, you're doing duets, but then one of the big things that you've done is for NHS coronavirus charity. You've done You Are the Champions, which is fantastic, and the video is amazing as well.
Right. Yes, I'm very pleased with it.
And the nurse of the video is actually Roger Taylor's daughter. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I feel very. I guess angry is the word. I feel that we let our wonderful doctors and nurses down by not giving them the proper gear. And it's a cardinal crime for which, this country should eternally be ashamed, but also grateful to these people for getting on with it and getting out there. Cannot believe how brave they are. All these young people who spent years of their life training to be doctors, and suddenly they're effectively in the front line being shot down at risk of illness and dying. So God bless them. And that's what this record is about.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the video is fantastic. Now, you're embracing technology massively. You've also been on Insta Live with the King's Daughter single, Get Up. So how did you get involved with the band? Tell us about that.
They are great. I love them. They're full of the kind of energy which I did have when I was about 30. They're very anarchic. And Talia, the lead singer, writes great songs, one of which is Get Up. And I did contribute. I mean, I have a kind of pop sensibility, I think, and I thought, well, it needs a hook. It needs something that people can sing along and kind of physically get into. This whoa, 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 and I could hear it in my head. The rest of the song is Talia, and the lyrics are great, and it's all about picking yourself up before you hit the ground. So, we all know a bit about depression these days. I think there's a great mental toll to this whole coronavirus thing. Apart from the physical tragedy, the mental side of it is affecting so many people. I think it's grinding them down. So we did that in collaboration with Mind, the mental health charity, and we think it's a nice place to be, just to try and elevate people's spirits and also help the people who are helping people who are down.
Brilliant. Brian, it's always good to see you, and I can't believe how much stuff you're actually getting through. I think you're probably the most productive person that we know who's in lockdowns that we've been since we've been doing this.
I know, I can't believe what I'm doing. I mean, I'm busier than normal, I think. I need this coronavirus thing to stop so I can get a rest. But, it's a tragedy, and it's not going to go away quickly. So we've all got to get on with being creative and being productive and looking after each other the best way we can in this situation. I think we all better get used to it.
Brilliant. Thank you, Brian. Good to see you. And You Are the Champions is currently available on all the usual streaming and download sites. Good to have you here, Brian.